Assalamu alaikum, myself Naika Noor from BS English. Today I am here to present the topic of assimilation and juncture. I discuss assimilation and juncture in detail and also discuss all his types one by one. Let's talk about assimilation without wasting time. Assimilation is defined as change of pronunciation of a name under the influence of sound surroundings. Another definition of assimilation is a sound change in which some phonemes, typically consonants or vowels, change to become more similar to other neighborly sounds is called assimilation. First example of assimilation is this shop. In this sentence, both S shows assimilation and S pronounced as a sh sound. They shows assimilation. Another example of assimilation is you went to French last year. These two words are different, but we mixes these two words because of assimilation. Last year, t and y are both assimilate each other, and we pronounce. As we all know, assimilation is a feature of connected speech and it is a part of suprasegmental phonology. In very simple words, I may define assimilation as when two sounds come together, a new sound is produced, and it in this definition sound means phoneme because there is a part of sound. One is phoneme, second is allophone, and allophone are actually subcategory of phoneme. So we all know that 44 major phoneme in English, and there are many allophones. Like each phoneme may have number of allophones. Like ta is a phoneme. Ta is a phoneme. Assimilation is further divided into two parts. First is regressive and second is progressive. Here I describe regressive assimilation. First, I ask an important question like that: what happened when final consonant changes into initial consonant? Let me give you an example, which is given in my slide. As you see, here is a word, that person. This is a two words. This is that and this is person. These are two words. So I also write phonetic transcription. You can see that person. So this is final consonant which is written as CF, and so this is influenced by p sound which is initial. This is known as consonant initial. So this is example, that person t is influenced by change in p sound. T sound is influenced and also changed in p sound. Let's see how does it happen in the sound native speaker pronounced as that person. As we all pronounced is that person. So in this sound, t sound is changed into p sound. In very simple words, the assimilation is called regressive when CF changes to become like CI. It is called regressive assimilation. So here is another type of assimilation which is progressive assimilation. Progressive assimilation is defined as C initial changes to become like C in some way. First C is initial C, but the second C is final C. Initial C changes into final C. And here is another definition of assimilation is a word initial phoneme changes back to word final phoneme. Let me explain it with example. Here is a word, get them. Get them. So in this, get sound is pronounced as t, t, and them sound is pronounced as the. Under the influence of t sound, the sound is pronounced as get them, get them. In this, get is same but second is changed into t. And native speaker, like there are 7 countries who mother tongue in English, so native speaker will always pronounce it as get them. That is the example of progressive assimilation. And progressive assimilation is also defined as the assimilation is called progressive when CI changes to become like CF in some way. There is 3 types of assimilation. Assimilation of place of articulation, assimilation of manner of articulation, and assimilation of voicing. Now I discuss assimilation of place of articulation in detail. So, what happened when final consonant with alveolar place of articulation, these two sounds t and d, as I discussed, these two are alveolar sounds we pronounced as t and t, t, t. So, these are alveolar sound. These will be changed into following non-alveolar consonants. For example, that person. This is sound which is alveolar, but in person p is non-alveolar sound. P and p is plosive, so it is not alveolar. In this, t sound is changed into p. We will see tap person. We all native speakers pronounce it as tap person, not as that person. We pronounce it as a tap person. Simple word juncture is basically a form of linking. It is the transition from one segmental phoneme to another, either closed or open. It is basically the manner of moving between two syllables. Juncture is defined as a suprasegmental phonemic cue that allow a listener to distinguish between two identical sequences of sound with different meanings. First example of juncture is the word ice cream. Ice is different word and cream is different word, but when we mixes these two words, it give a new meaning. Another example of the word nitrate. When we mixes these two words with the sign plus nitrate. First nitrate is used for the taxis here, but the second nitrate is used in food, sodium nitrate. These two words are same. We pronounce these two words same, but the meanings of these words are changed, are different. That is a juncture. There are further two types of juncture, open juncture or closed juncture. When there is a juncture between two segments, it is called open juncture, and the closed juncture is defined as when there is no juncture between two segments, it is called closed juncture. I hope you all are understand. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.